Hi everybody, this is your Mathi. Welcome to Bring Divine Mind channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. Today we are going to see about a topic that how to be a positive parent. That is, what are the things you have to do in order to become a parent who always think positively. Really, it is very difficult to be optimistic all the time. I'll be giving you some of the tips that what are the benefits you'll be getting if you are always optimistic. Okay, shall we go to that? The first important tip is you should give positive suggestions to your child always. Okay, whatever may be the situation, anyone can tell anything about your son or daughter, but what you have to do is you should always give only positive suggestions to your child. I'll give you an example. One boy, he just came home with a letter and he gave the letter to his mom. Just by seeing the letter, the mom got shocked and her eyes are filled with tears. The boy just asked his mother, why, what happened? Why your eyes were fed with tears? Just like that he was asking. His mom told that, nothing Kanna, in this letter it was written that your son is very very brilliant and he is an extraordinary guy. So the faculties in the school are not having that much knowledge to teach your son. Just like it is written in the letter. So they asked me to keep my son at home and they have mentioned that hereafter he don't want to come to school because he is very brilliant, so it's better he can learn from home, just like that it was written. The mother explained to that boy. And you know who is that boy? The great scientist Thomas Alva Edison. One day what happened, due to illness, after a long time, his mother got expired. While Edison was cleaning his home and he was arranging all the things, he just found that letter. And when he opened the letter and he saw that the content was actually, your son is an idiotic guy. He doesn't know anything. He's fit for nothing. So you please keep your son at home and do whatever you want. Just like that it was written. See how Edison's mother motivated him. Actually in the letter only negative suggestions were there. But instead of giving the negative suggestions, she changed everything as a positive suggestion. If she would have not told like that, you won't be getting a great scientist like Edison. So this is a very good example for parents to be always optimistic towards a child. Whatever may be the situation, anyone can tell anything about your child, but you should always give positive suggestions to your child. That is very important. And the next important thing is you always tell some moral stories to your children. When you are feeding your child, you can tell some story. Or when you are spending some time with your child, you can tell some stories. While sleeping, you can tell some moral stories. And after telling the story, you just ask your child that what is the moral from the story. Just like that you ask your child. So you just give him an opportunity to think after telling the story. So that is very important. Next important thing is when you were small, you will be listening to a song and that song will be full of positive motivation. But your child will not be hearing that song. You just tell about those lines to your children and you just share those thoughts because they don't have an opportunity to hear such songs nowadays. Nowadays the importance is given only for the music and not for the lyrics. But in olden days, people gave more importance to the lyrics than the music. So it is our duty to teach a child about those positive lines. Okay, so that we can do in order to make a child to think in a positive way. And the next important thing is always identify the strength in your child, not the weakness. Everyone will be having at least one plus. You just focus on that strength alone. Everyone will be going for the parents' meeting. What we will do? We'll just go and meet each and every subject handlers, how he is studying in this subject and that subject, just like that we'll be asking. But more than that, what is most important is, have you ever asked to your son or daughter's class teacher that what is his interest actually? Because the children are not with us for a long time. They're spending most of the time in school only. So the teachers knows that what is good for the child. Because the teachers are observing very well. And only the teachers knows very well about our child because our child is spending lots and lots of time in school only. So what we have to do is, we should encourage the class teacher that actually what he is interested. You identify his interest just by asking to the class teacher. And after identifying his strength or interest, you just encourage him on that particular area. That is very important. So please keep in mind that when you go for the next parents meeting, you please do ask his class teacher how he is performing, and in addition to that, you please do ask his class teacher that what is his actual interest. That is very important. So if you do all these things regularly, then you will surely become a positive parent always. Hope this video is very useful for you in order to become a successful parent. If you really like this content, please do share with your friends and please give your valuable comments also. Thank you so much for your patience listening. Thank you.